She told me I'm the kind you pray for. She don't believe me, but baby, look at where we came from. This is everything I know.
Hey, what's happening, guys? Welcome to another episode of Natty Tips. In this episode, I'm going to talk to you about how to build a bigger, thicker chest. Now, it seems that people can get shredded and get the vascularity, have the striations popping through, but they seem to lack that muscle thickness. Now, what I found is that to build a big, thick chest, you need to hit it with some weight, hit it hard. And when I mean hit it hard, I'm talking about really force some blood into that muscle. So for instance, myself, when I train, I won't do any less than 6 exercises for my chest. Some may think that's overkill, but the way that I train, the way that my body's used to training, doing 6 exercises, it's nothing out of the norm. Every body part, I train it really intensely, lots of sets, lots of reps, and lots of exercises. So the best way I found to train chest without burning out too quickly is to go pressing, isolation, pressing, isolation, pressing, isolation. Now, for instance, bench press into fly machine, incline dumbbell press, pullovers, chest press machine, cable flies, something along them lines anyway. Now, this allows me to go 110% on the bench press, really push some heavy weight. Sometimes I'll even drop down to singles and then do some drop sets and really force some blood into the muscles. Now, if I was to go straight to another pressing exercise, I found that I'm pretty burnt out and I can't perform to the level which I'd like to perform to. So by throwing in the isolation exercise in between, it allows for my secondary muscles, the triceps, the front delt to kind of relax and recover, but still stimulate the chest muscle. So for instance, when I'm on the fly machine, the triceps right out of the movement, and what I found is that as soon as I bring it to the top of the movement, get a nice big squeeze, try and get that mind muscle connection down to a T, so I can really squeeze the chest and engage it, and then on the eccentric movement, just take my time, get a nice good stretch. You don't have to overstretch, but just so it's comfortable, your arms don't have to be all the way behind you, and then we're going to do the same. Now, it doesn't have to be like that for every single rep, but the main thing is just to start off and get that mind muscle connection, so throughout the reps you're constantly hitting your chest and feeling your chest throughout the whole movement. So once I've done this, I can then go back to a pressing exercise and I don't actually feel as fatigued and burnt out. And this may be because when I go back to it, I'll always start off on a relatively low weight, something which can easily do 12-15 reps with, and then I start increasing the weight, I start dropping the reps, and then again we start to go heavy again, and then it's back to another isolation exercise. On the isolation exercises, I tend to start off on around 15 reps and then drop down to maybe 8 reps. And so I'll do about 4 sets. If it's too light, then I'll do another set, and that goes for every exercise anyway. If it's too light, if we can do more easily, then we'll do more. I always train with that mentality. I'm not talking about really forcing beyond your limits. I'm talking about if it's comfortable, your last set should never be comfortable. Never. Should always be pushing it to that point where it's like, you know, really digging deep for these on the last set anyway. So yeah, I found my chest can really handle a lot of beating. Most of my muscles can anyway. They all get trained in a similar way. Lots of exercises, lots of reps, lots of sets, and lots of weight. As much as I can with good form. People seem to make the mistake of doing a few exercises, getting a bit of a pump on, and then they'll generally go and do some arms. So they do a few sets on the bench press, some more pressing somewhere, maybe some flies, and then finish off with an arm pump. And if your chest ain't growing that way, then I'm not really surprised. So maybe your body's not used to doing 6 exercises, but if you're doing 3, do 4, or increase the sets, and just make sure that we're pushing it to the limit every time. The intensity's got to be there. If you want your muscles to grow, if it's a lagging muscle and it's being really stubborn, then you have to really take it out of its comfort zone and hit it as hard as you can. Maybe hit it twice a week if it recovers in time. I recommend that for any lagging body part really. If your muscles can recover, you feel recovered, hit it again. There's nothing wrong with that. I do believe in overtraining to an extent, but I found that to bring any lagging body part, I've hit it more often and it seemed to have improved. But in doing that, so is nutrition. You have to be on top of your nutrition, like that. It really has to be on point, so it allows your body to recover a bit quicker. And make sure you just get the food in. You know, you can't grow muscles when you've got no food in you. So get the food in you. Don't worry about the supplements. Train hard, heavy as you can, with good form. And trust me, you'll grow a chest. If you don't, leave a comment, let me know what went wrong, and we'll go from there. But it will improve. Follow these tips, it will improve, I tell you. So thanks for watching and take care, and I'll see you again soon.